Hello everyone, Shane here with my predictions for match week 5 of the 2018-19 Premier League season. I'll also give you my fantasy Premier League tips later on in the show. So here we go. I've gone for a 2-1 Liverpool victory against Spurs at Wembley, the first game up tomorrow afternoon. However, that's just a prediction, really, because I'm a Liverpool supporter. This one could well be a draw. Wouldn't surprise me. Two well equally matched teams, but obviously I hope Liverpool win. After 4 wins in a row, the winning streak has to come to an end somewhere, and Spurs have to bounce back with a result after their defeat to Watford before the international break. So, make of it what you want yourself, folks. Right. The next game up tomorrow sees Bournemouth take on Leicester. I've gone for an exciting 2-2 draw in this one. We'll move down the list now and see. On to Chelsea and Cardiff. I've gone for a comfortable 3-0 victory for Chelsea. In that one, Huddersfield and Crystal Palace. I reckon Crystal Palace are going to come out on top against Huddersfield by 2-0, as I reckon Crystal Palace just will have too much pace on the counter-attack with Wilfried Zaha and company, of course. They have plenty of good attacking players like Townsend and Jason Puncheon and Andres Townsend. So I reckon 2-0 it'll be. Time will tell. On to Manchester City and Fulham. I've gone for a 3-0 victory for the champions in that one. Newcastle and Arsenal, I've gone for a 2-1 victory for the Gunners. Then on to the evening kickoff tomorrow evening. I've gone for a 2-0 victory for Manchester United against Watford, who, by the way, have had a stunning start of the season, and that's an achievement in itself. But again, the winning record has to come to an end somewhere, and I reckon United will be the ones to spoil the party at Vicarage Road. 2-0. On to Sunday's fixtures now. Wolves take on Burnley in a good old traditional fixture. I've gone for a 1-0 victory for newly promoted Wolves in this one. Wolves have got off to a very solid start of the season, by the way, drawing with Manchester City and Everton, and putting in a rather solid performance at Leicester as well. And unfortunately not getting anything, and they had their first victory before the international break, beating West Ham by 1-0. So very good start by Nuno Espirito Santo side this season. Fair play to them. And as for Burnley, it's been shaky, but we might put that down to European commitments, which they will not have anymore, unfortunately. Right. On to Everton and West Ham. I've gone for a 2-0 victory for Everton in the late kickoff on Sunday afternoon over West Ham. And then the final game this weekend, it takes place on Monday night at St Mary's Stadium. The game which sees Southampton take on Brighton. I've gone for a 1-0 victory for Southampton. I reckon Danny Ings will be the difference between the two teams. We shall see. Right, on to my fantasy Premier League picks for the weekend now. Right. So I have Jonas Losel in goal, the Huddersfield goalkeeper. My back four are made up of Mindy, Connor Cody, Marcus Alonso and Bennett. Onto my midfield now. I've gone for Salah, Hazard and Kante. And then my front line are made up of Aguero, Jimenez and Ings. And finally, my Super 6 predictions this weekend. 5 Premier League predictions which you've already heard, so no point in going through them again. There's one game from the Championship, and I've gone for a 2-1 victory for Bolton against QPR. So that's it, folks. Hopefully you've enjoyed the show. Happy prediction, and we'll talk to you again next week. All the best from Shane, and have a great weekend.